right decisions.
Hopefully some people who have ideas about what those decisions are given a voice and a seat at the table. It's 6:43. Again, the 28th of April. Let's go over to the phones where we have Chad from Public Health's Division of Senior Citizens, and he's joined by Rhoda Aralo, who's the Health Services of the Pacific Program Manager. And we're bringing him on just to kind of talk about some of the programs that are available for our most vulnerable. We're talking about the island's Manamco. So good morning, Rhoda and Chad.
Good morning.
Good morning. So I understand that earlier this month, I can't remember if it was Rachel who told us about it, that you guys had launched a program where senior citizens that don't have like transportation and don't have access to or the ability to go out and get their medications, that there's this program that you guys offer.
Yeah, so hi, this is Chad. And
Hi, Chad.
You're exactly right. We and that's why we wanted to reach out to all of the radio stations and the different talk shows as a way in which we can get the information out to the public. As we were planning this and coordinating it, we were looking at in light of the COVID response, how best to support our seniors who are most vulnerable. And we looked at different types of needs and what they were not getting in terms of services within the community, everyday or consistent services such as utility payments and stuff. So what we can do is we can go over the listing that we have. There are certain criteria, there's select criteria for them to be eligible, and there are certain services for them that they can avail of. We can't do everything, but we can definitely try our best to accommodate them as much as possible and get them the services that they need. I guess maybe Rhoda, if you want, you can talk about the eligibility and services.
Of course. So right now, the additional services are for seniors who are currently not registered with case management services. However, we have also, or actually, the clients who are registered with case management services are also eligible, and then we extended it to the ones who are not registered with case management. So the services we're including right now are laundry services, utility payments, banking, grocery shopping, and prescription fills. Because we have gotten many calls from seniors who are afraid to go out into the public, that they don't know how they would be able to pay their utilities, get groceries, and especially with the medication. So these are the services that we have extended. The eligibility for it are seniors must be 60 years old or older, live alone or have little to no family support, and have no access to transportation. And we also just to let the public know, although this is not on the same day service, if they do give us a call and let us know what services they need, I will send out assign a staff to go out and provide these services to our elderly. And then the only other
Rhoda, it sounds like that could be the eligibility. It sounds like it could be a pretty wide group. What type of action are you getting on call-ins for this program?
We're actually not getting quite a bit of calls. We've only, since we've launched this on, I believe, April 8th, we've only gotten about 4 requests. And majority of the time, like our services too for the Manamco, they've canceled their services because of that fear. And so we're letting everybody know that we do screen our, of course, our staff. We do monitoring. We're following CDC regulations. And then also we do ask our clients, when we do provide services, we do ask our clients basic questions, any symptoms, coughing, any flu-like symptoms, coughing, fever, loss of taste and appetite, things like that. And so when they do inform us that there are some kind of symptoms, then we ask further questions and see if it's safe for our staff to go into the home, not only for the protection of our staff, but also for the protection of our elderly who we're providing those services.
Rhoda, it kind of sounds like we need to get the number out more. If only 4 Manamco have called about this program. So what is the number that they call? Because this is a great service, and let me just break it down. So you're basically saying they call, they give you guys a heads up, they meet the eligible the criteria, and then you guys will go and pay their power bill,
Or you pick them up and you take them.
Or you pick them up and you take them, or how's it work?
Actually, we would go to the home, receive the payments, and we ask it to just be prepared whether they're going to give us a check or not. And then our staff will be the one to go. We are not allowed to transport any of our elderly, so we do go into the home and then we get those services. And this is also to prevent them from leaving their home if they are afraid.
Right.
It's just something that we thought, hey, we're already providing the services to our elderly. Like Chad said, when we coordinated this, we wanted to see how we can further help those who are not registered into our programs.
And this is free, right?
Yes, it's all free. It is through funding from the Title III program.
So you guys got the money for it, Rhoda. Is this a significant grant for this program?
I think Chad would be the best person to answer that.
What's up, Chad?
There's no specific grant for this particular program. This is in line with our existing programs, as Rhoda already mentioned. So with the Division of Senior Citizens under the Title III programs with the Older Americans Act, Case Management Services and In-Home Services, our HSP, Health Services of the Pacific, is our contracted vendor. And so within those contracts, these are allowed services.
So what number, Chad, because we got a lot of Monomco listening now, what number do they call if they want to avail themselves of this service? Which, I mean, to me, it seems like a great idea, and we probably need more Monomco to be checking it out.
Yeah, I'm going to give you my division number because we can also offer our support. HSP is they're going to be coordinating it, but we can direct the Monomco, the seniors, or the family members to them. So our division number is 735-7421 or 7415. So there's two numbers, 735-7421, 735-7415, and then Rhoda can get her number out.
And then our number is 735-3277 or 588-5274. So those are the two, and the callers will just have to let our staff know that they're interested in the COVID-19 Respond services, and we will know what to do with those individuals.
Right.
Okay. Is there any other services that you guys are providing?
At this point, the ones I've identified earlier are the ones that we're primarily considering the need for it. These are some of the things that have been expressed to us by our elderly who we're already providing services to. So this is what we have.
Okay, so we want to get the word out there, so more than 4 people call for this program. But are you guys able to handle an increased load?
We do have the staffing, and so as we get more calls and requests, what I'll do is I'll basically identify a day and assign an individual who will do banking runs and then grocery runs. And we do have the support of all the other aging services agencies who are subcontracted through the Division of Senior Citizens. We have KEI, who's Kloppenberg Transportation, and so they've offered that we may utilize their busing if we do get an increase of it. So we are hoping that we do have the staffing for it, and when we see that it's kind of hard for us to meet the needs of that, then we'll go ahead and let the public know of that. But right now we can provide as much services to those who need them as much as we can. We will do it to the best of our ability, and I'm not going to make any promises, so I'll leave it at that. It's hard to make promises and then I'm short staffed and then don't know what to do.
But you could definitely handle more than 4 Monomco, right, Rhoda?
Oh, what? Definitely.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Hello, they're begging for it, guys. Call up.
Do you guys have reason to believe that there are a lot of Monomcos that are living alone and don't have any family support? We do. And even with the registered elderly in our program, we've identified a bit of those individuals. There's a lot of needs within the Monomco community that, of course, service providers who provide services to the elderly we see. So, that's
for another topic. But yes, we have many who live alone. Mm-hmm.
Have you guys checked in with them to make sure they're okay, since they haven't contacted you guys for assistance?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Primarily because of the COVID-19, what happens is we were limiting contact with our elderly. So we've identified a coding system at HSP, which we did red and yellow and the green. And so basically our reds are those who live alone and do not or lack family support or do not have any family support. So those individuals, we did continue to provide services to. The ones in the yellow and the green, we basically case by case to identify what kind of support the yellows have. Yellows are two elderly couple living on their own. They can fall under the red if our caregiver, of course, is not to 100% care for their loved ones. And so those individuals, we do, some of them continue the services. And then for our green is basically those who have strong familial support. And but everybody we've identified are going into what we call the telephone reassurance services, which is basically a phone call to these individuals. So even if they're red and already providing services, we also provide them one additional phone call just to see how they are throughout the week, which what we do also again for the yellow.
How many do you?
We are keeping in contact.
Mm-hmm. How many do you have in the red?
At the red, we have over 100. The exact number is in my office, and so I'm not there yet, unfortunately. But we do have over 100 of those in the red that we've identified. So we are providing the services to those individuals.
Okay, so the 4 that are currently utilizing your services, are they in the red?
Those individuals are not registered with CMS, but they
new.
are living alone.
I see.
So these are individuals who heard our launch of the additional services, and they've contacted us to avail of them. And so these individuals, they do live alone, at least,
And they
for the most part that we know.
qualify.
Yeah.
So what are you hearing from those, from your caseworkers, about the ones that are in the red and how they're coping through COVID?
Some of them, of course, their anxiety levels are high. Everybody copes very differently. And so those who, let's say, have a higher anxiety level, then we provide them with more phone calls than the rest of them do. Others are like, yeah, I'm okay. I could do this. And so the additional services are just for them, for us to go out there and do some of the things that they're afraid to do during this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's basically what it is. But we are keeping track of and assuring those who the anxiety levels are high, we do provide them with more phone calls.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. Again, the numbers are 735-7421, 7415, and 3277.
77.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
The other number is, the other number is 588-5274.
Okay.
Okay. Rhoda, Chad, are you still there?
Yeah, I just wanted to,
Yeah.
if I could add just one more thing.
Right, go ahead.
Yeah, so because there was a question of services. So yeah, this phone call was mainly for the the launch of our senior services, which included the ones that Rhoda mentioned. But the division also still accepts phone calls. Our information referral and assistance unit also accepts phone calls. We are still serving our hot meals to our seniors, to our elderly nutrition component.
Right.
And also we can receive and conduct case of, if they are qualified, our case management services division can still conduct assessments for services to them.
Are you talking about like SNAP? But let's say I'm, Twin Pete, and I want to apply for some SNAP benefits. Would I call you guys, and would you guys be able to help me, run me through the system?
Oh yeah, of course. So Twin Pete wouldn't be able to get SNAP through our division, but because we are public health, we would definitely assist him in getting contacted with the SNAP program, and also getting him a person who he can speak to in order.
Nice, because our Monumco, they get frustrated with this phone and they're on hold, and so we're just trying to get a direct line to you guys.
Yes, of course.
Okay, Chad, thank you so much.
Thank you, too.
Thank you, Rhoda,
Thank you.
for party lining.
All right, thank you. Have a
Okay.
good day,
Take
guys.
care.
Wash your hands, Kai. Okay.
Will do.
Of course.
All right. There you go. Rhoda and Chad from DPHSS talking about the Monumco services. I think this is part of that program that Mayor Jesse Alec was talking about in PD, where they did a test run, I think in his village and maybe another one, where they did kind of go out and get the groceries, maybe, I wonder.
I don't think it's the same thing. I think that was his own
His own
village
little thing.
program. Yeah.
Maybe we should catch up
But
with Mayor
it
Alec
was somebody
later.
else that came on early on talking about this program. It might have been Rachel or
Right.
somebody else.
But we put the numbers out there, guys. I just am still having a hard time wrapping my mind around Monumco living alone with little to no family support. But,
Yeah.
you know, that's the island we're living in, unfortunately. And
Mhm.
we put the numbers out there. So I don't know if anyone's there now, but, you know, the broadcast goes till 10 a.m. And then we put it all out on the social media network. So
In order to be eligible for the program, you have to be 60 years or older. Again, you have to live alone and have little to no family support. The services that Health Services of the Pacific provides, they include laundry services, utility payments, banking, grocery shopping, and prescription refills. Same-day services will not be available. Again, you have to give them a call. And those numbers are 735-3277, 588-5274, 735-7421, or 7415.
I got some comments here in our stream, most of them in reaction to the governor's response to our Adriana Cotero's question about the $117 million